Welcome back to another segment of Tony Nicole. And
Thank you for having me.
yes, we are here, you guys. So we're not going to bore you. We're going to jump right on in. Females are so undervalued. She doesn't even need you, she just wants you. She is going to do her thing with or without you, and that's a queen. So let me tell y'all something. First of all, when it does come to being an independent female, for one, it takes a lot. But for two, we definitely are undervalued. I feel like a lot of our society wants us to depend on a man, depend on somebody, not giving us the option to think outside the box and do what you need to do as a woman for yourself, and especially, for your children, your business. So,
Um, for I'm going to tell you my point of view. Me and her are going to have different point of views. We're going to have different perspectives, and I think that's what's going to make a great podcast. From what I've been studying and observing about how in today's time, how women are starting to be more aggressive, more independent, more I don't need a man, more of it's like the feminist movement, right?
right.
So since we have the feminist movement that has just came, it has taken the role of a woman to another position, right? Because now they don't want the man to be a part of a family with the woman. They want to separate the man and the woman. So they want to pin us against each other. So what happened was over the last couple of years was, okay, so of course, a lot of men are locked up, they're in jail, or they dead, or they just consciously or mentally did not get what they needed as a child or growing up and went down the wrong path due to historical findings of what has happened to us as a culture. And I'm talking about melanated people now. I'm not just talking about other people. I'm talking about melanated people. So I just feel like for us, it's been really difficult, especially for the women that do want to have a man in their life. I feel like now, since all of this has gone on and we had welfare, we had government, we had all of these people giving us welfare checks, food stamps, all this stuff. So that was our man, because they said in order for you to get food stamps, that he can't live in the house with you. In order for you to get cash aid, he can't live in the house with you. In order for you to get the other cash aid, you got to put him on child support. Okay, so these are a lot of factors that's been happening in the minority communities that is affecting the bigger picture as far as us having a stable household in this generation with a woman and a man, because it has been pushed to give the woman all the responsibilities, so then she can start saying, oh, well, I don't need that man because shit, I'm getting this money over here, I got my own job, I got my shit going on, and that's what we call independent. But like I said, throughout the years, this is exactly what they wanted. They didn't want the black man and the black woman to be in a relationship. They wanted you to put your baby daddy on child support. They wanted you to go out and depend on them versus depending on the man who's supposed to provide and protect in the household. But they reversed the roles, and they said we're going to put more attention on the women in that community, and then we're just going to throw away the man. So I feel like since that was incorporated into what am I trying to say? Since that was incorporated into the infrastructure that was created in the projects in the community, and a lot of people that's where we at. That's
the turn us against the man, because then, I mean, come on, I can have Section 8 home, nice car, you know what I'm saying, getting the benefits, all because I don't, got to be married to you, pretty much. And like you said, that's just how the system is set up for us to basically put yourself almost in a trap, like you said. And pretty much now we done got to a point where men do look at, I ain't gonna lie, like you said, speaking facts, they do look at us like you said, some of them don't want, black women, because they feel like, we just come with too much, and I mean,
yeah.
We do. I must say that. But I wouldn't say all of us are alike. But, you know, like you said, the history coming up to this point, though, you definitely have to look at it from a different perspective.
Yeah, because I feel like so many women now, because we have everybody has to understand everything from the music to the entertainment to the movies to the TV shows to everything that's pushed out in the media that's programming you to do certain stuff, to act a certain way, and to go a certain way. That's the cause and the downfall of why black and a two black king and a queen cannot come together right now. So we have Love and Hip Hop. We always see Love and Hip Hop, and we always see Ratchetta fighting Shaquita over Dominique and all that shit.
Right.
We got that one, okay? And everybody watches Love and Hip Hop. That ain't doing us no good as a culture. Right. Then we have, of course, like I said, things that we were talking about as far as the black man now. He don't want us. It's coming out in the media. Oh, what's his name? A famous basketball player said, Chris Brown said, I only want a woman with good hair, or he said something like that. Like, you have to, I want another race, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like black men are coming out now and they're being spiteful. We're being spiteful because we got the city girls talking about, bitch, I take your man. Right. So you got songs persuading the younger crowd. You have entertainers persuading the younger generation. Then you have movies and TV shows that's persuading the younger generation and making it seem like it is okay to continue to be detrimental to your own kind. When in reality, we're not doing ourselves any justice or any favors by doing that, because we're not taking the time to figure out how to love ourselves, so that when we find a black king, he gonna have issues too, just like we got fucking issues, okay? Right. Nobody's perfect. So the same issues we got, that nigga got some issues too, okay? Exactly. So it's up to the individual and the couple to get past those breaking points that, okay, you know what? I'm gonna use myself for an example. Like me and my dude, we had to learn each other. We had to go through something in order to realize what we had. So it took something very serious to happen to us for us to say, you know what? This is what they doing to us. They don't want us to be together. They want you in jail. They want me out here single, struggling with 2 kids. So I can go depending on the government to give me a motherfucking check. This is the fuck what they want. And I don't feel good giving that to them, because why? What the fuck am I giving that to them for? When they family is living good and they go home to their wife and their kids and they living in a bomb ass motherfucking house with the rest of their culture, while we out here starving and, you know, fighting each other over bullshit. There's a lot of groups like that. But like I said, they're kind of like cloaked in disguise because they love black women, but they are afraid now to even talk to us because we're so, how it is to them, we're so above them, and nigga, you ain't shit, and we don't need you. So they don't even know how to fucking talk to us now. So when they do talk to us, we look at them like they a motherfucking monkey in the goddamn junk.
Right. But I agree, you know, that's, and communication is key. You know, like you said, that's kind of where you become stronger at, when you learn each other, when you know about each other, and you just take the time to talk to each other. But like you said, a lot of them are scared, mainly because we do get so hostile. You know, that's why my last video, I was like, you know, just pipe down a little bit. You ain't got to nag all the time. You know, I get that, you know, a lot of our past relationships is really what kind of strikes a nerve when it comes to certain things that your current relationship, you know, it might just be one thing, like he might just be texting right in front of you, but an old person, you know, might have did that and he really was cheating. And this one probably ain't even cheating, but your mind take you there and then you start tripping, you know what I'm saying? But if you do have somebody who really genuinely care for you, love you, they're gonna be like, okay, hold up, calm down. They, you know, they're gonna tell you what's up, you know. But so I get, you know, that's a normal reaction, but you definitely got to take it down a notch, you know, sometimes, because like you said, either that leads you to, like you said, us calling you out your name, and then us being single, you being single, we getting stuck back in this trap, depending on the government, you know, all of it. So it's like you said, they definitely want us to break up. They want us to, you know, and even this independent thing, it's cool, but come on now, you know, everybody wants a partner. You don't want to die alone.
Let me fucking state it, okay? For all these motherfucking songs that's coming out talking about, I'm gonna take your man. I don't need a man. I don't want a man. I'm gonna be single and independent all my motherfucking life because I'm just strong and I'm black. Stop it. Stop it, okay? Because you're not gonna be okay. I know this. I'm gonna keep it PG. You're not going to be using toys all your life. You're going to want somebody real, somebody to hold you, somebody to care for you, somebody to have you. If something happened to your ass and maybe you went to the hospital and something really serious is happening with you, who is going to take over your bills, your house? Who you going to have?
Right.
If you ain't got nobody, you going to have your motherfucker. You still going to be I'm independent.
Right.
No, you want a man, and I feel like every woman wants a man. No, we don't need a man. We do want a man because I feel like, okay, now I'm gonna speak on the men. They might not like it, but I'm gonna speak on it. You know, I feel like with women, we can break up with somebody and we're not gonna go and find Joe and Michael or whoever.
Some women.
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna rush into something because it's just like, no, because we might still be like, you know what? I still want to see. Like, I feel like we're not. This is unfinished and this is petty. So, but the man, they're so used to not expressing their emotions in the right way. They're used to running away from the problem and going and creating another problem that's going to create another problem that's going to create another problem. And that is the cycle that they're used to because their friends doing it, rappers doing it, football players doing it. All these other people are doing it, so they think, well, shit, I'm gonna do it too. This is the only way that they're showing me. So I feel like in this generation now, if you have kids and you're a man, and I feel like stop paying attention so much on who you trying to date. This is only if you have kids, because this is a vital point. If you have kids, pay attention to your kids, because the reason why you fucked up a little bit, because you weren't getting enough attention or enough teachings and lessons and knowledge from your elders in your family to let you know this is how you need to do it to avoid this type of problems. I'm gonna use example Master P and Romeo. Master P, that nigga came from the projects, okay? He had all these kids with these women, okay? Where the fuck is Master P today, and where is his kids? If you look at where he's at today, you be like, okay, why the fuck can I do the same thing? He's the regular black man. He had a drug addict wife. He stayed with her for a long period of time. He had all of his kids with her, but he still made sure, as a black man, he raised all of his sons and his daughters to perform at the level he's performing and better, because he knew he had to break that curse. All of his kids got businesses now. All of them. Romeo, Mercy, all the damn kids, okay?
Right.
He got a lot of kids. So I feel like, as a mother or a father, pay attention to your kids and stop yelling and screaming or fighting in front of them, and stop doing the pettiness in front of them, because they're looking at you and they're paying attention as far as that. But then if you're single, I feel like you need to pay attention to yourself first, because you're the one that needs some attention. You need some help. You might need to reach out to a therapist, because there's nothing wrong with reaching out to a third party and saying, you know what, all these thoughts are always going through my mind. I don't know how to dispart certain emotions. I think emotionally and I don't think logically. I need help in guiding how I'm supposed to be, going forward in this world. A lot of people move off of emotions and not logic. So that's where we all fucked up at. So I feel like, everybody needs to have some type of third party. Listen, I've had a lot of friends, okay? Listen, calling your friend and saying, girl, he done did this, girl, and girl, that's not gonna fucking help your ass.
Right.
It ain't gonna help you in no way.
It's gonna make it worse.
We have to learn how to keep our business to ourselves, and if we really truly want some help, we need to reach out to somebody who has a therapist or somebody like that. Listen,
Right.
I have some couples therapy. I need therapy for myself. I went through this as a child. I went through this as a teenager, and I went through this as a young adult, and it's affecting me in my relationship today. And that's why I cannot move forward. And that's what people need to start understanding. Everything you've been through in your past, it's affecting how your relationships are, even with your friends, your mom, your dad, is today because of what you've been through. And a lot of people have to go through therapy in order to unravel those emotions and those feelings to get to a place of peace, harmony, humbleness. Because, because we all need to be here. We need to be humble. We don't need
Right.
to be chaotic.
Right. I agree. That's right. I agree. And that's why I love psychology. I went to school, did the teaching thing and all that. But I definitely feel
Yes.
like it ain't, but you definitely, like you said, need a third party. I feel like, just to kind of see the bigger picture. But our generation is definitely messed up when it comes to, I feel like the whole, like you said, when it comes to solving a problem, I feel like we've messed it up on both sides because I feel like women, we got to the point where we were hurt, you know what I'm saying, and we started doing the get back. So that it became normal, like you said, on the whole city girl thing, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely on the get back, you know what I'm saying? If a nigga do you wrong, do this, whatever, but at the same time, that's not solving, the actual problem. So when it comes to, and then like you said, when it comes to the men, that don't make it even better because they're kind of always somewhat been their mentality anyway. They don't have, the feelings ain't how we feel. That's just,
No, we're women and they're men. They're never going to feel how we feel.
Exactly. So, I mean, of course, it's not going to be looked at the same, but I do feel like generationally, it definitely come from your upbringing, like you said. It definitely go all the way back to that. And nobody's perfect, but you do have to think about, like, when you get in a relationship, and if you are tricking off with different men or tricking off with different women to your other significant person, and you don't have a logical reason at all because you've seen some stuff when you was a child, you need to fix yourself before you go trying to be with someone else. Because the thing about a relationship,
tell them what they need to fix about themselves.
right? And you can't even get mad at someone if you have problems. Which, like, if I got problems with myself, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like being around people with negative energy.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to fix me before I put myself, because I can't even focus on nobody else. Like, it's just crazy. Yeah. I hope we break that cycle though of trying to do the whole get back or,
Well, I feel like we have a lot of cycles to break, but it always starts with self. Once I posted something on my Instagram page. It's at The Real Artist Gemini on Instagram. I posted something and it said, when you learn to master yourself, you become unstoppable. That is the actual facts. Because when you're working and healing yourself, like everything around you becomes so much more easier. Like dealing with people, having a job, having a business, having your emotions, having a relationship, all of those things become a little bit more lighted because throughout your day, sometimes people are they're so tense to the point where all they think about is the negative out of everything. Like, oh my God, I need to hurry up and get to work or they're going to fire me. Then if they fire me, I ain't going to have no job. And then they ain't got no job, I ain't going to be able to pay my bill. Like, that's how deep people go into their thoughts, and that's not healthy. So if you wake up and you know what, today is Thursday. Okay, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna make me some pancakes. Okay, I'm gonna drink me some juice in the morning, some healthy juice. Shout out to everybody on their healthy regimen right now, because I'm on my plant-based diet right now, y'all. And y'all know I'm from Georgia, so I was used to eating meat, but I ain't eating meat no more.
Southern Belle is it.
So when you when you start changing yourself, you start changing things around you, and everything becomes more easier to focus on because you looking at the brighter side of things versus the negative. If you look at the negative all your life, you're not gonna be happy. So when you start looking at the little things that are around you that are so beautiful, like I am so happy that I have somewhere to stay. Somebody may be like, bitch, I've been having me somewhere to stay for a whole 5. Girl, I've been staying with myself since I was 15, or I've been staying with my, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you been doing. Okay, it's not a competition. I am talking about my accomplishments for my fucking self and my own goddamn goals. Okay, So that's another thing people need to worry about their damn self. It's not a competition. Just because I have an apartment and maybe, you know, somebody else ain't got no damn apartment, I'm gonna try my best to verbally teach them how to get their own shit. Because why would I sit around and see somebody that ain't got their own shit and trying to figure it out? If I can tell you how to do it, just go and do it. It's up to you to listen though. But that's another topic because a lot of people don't like to listen because anyway. But as long as you're positive and you wake up happy, and even if somebody, because sometimes you get these little darts thrown at you throughout your day, and you have to look at it like, you know what? I'm not even finna get goddamn mad. Cause you know why? Cause that's what the fuck you want me to do. You want me to get mad? You want me to fuck up my whole damn day? You want me to go to jail today? I ain't going to jail for your ass. I got the damn do.
I know that's right.
Fuck all that. I'm the walking away ass bitch now. I'm gonna
get for real.
Damn plans, and I already know what cutting up is gonna get me. Okay, my man is in prison right now. So if anything, I know where the fuck you're gonna land if your actions is not meeting the law. Okay, so I have to be careful. We just have to be careful with our emotions because we can end up somewhere we don't want to be.
Exactly. You definitely have to watch it. I know I have to definitely control myself. You know, I know some people do a lot to control themselves. Some people drink, some people smoke, some people have sex, some people exercise, whatever floats your boat, but you definitely need to learn how to keep your peace, you know what I'm saying? Because if you start letting people get to you, like you said, haters or people who just envying you over small stuff, like they waiting on you to do that. That's the whole point. You know what I'm saying? That's why the devil comes whenever. You just don't know. So you gotta be able to control yourself.
That's how I feel. And I just wanted to, I just want everyone to know that being in a relationship it's not a negative thing. It's not bad that you have a man and that you love a man and that or a man loves a woman. That's not negative at all. Because for one, like I said in the beginning, 2 is always better than 1. You're working 10 times harder when it's just you, because you got to do every single little thing on your own. So when you find that person that can come in, y'all come in together, and they can alleviate some of the things that you had to do, now you no longer have to do, and it's just flourishing from that point on. I feel like that's the real, then you're really winning. You're really winning when you can control your own relationship, when you can sustain a relationship. Anybody can break the fuck up. That's easy. Nigga, get the fuck out of my house. That's easy. It's hard for me to say, you know what? I'm gonna take my ass in the motherfucking room right now.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do that. And I understand because I've been there. So I just feel like when we start to control ourselves and look at the bigger picture, we will be so much better off. Everybody will be fucking rich.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing, like you said, rich, because 2 checks is better than 1. And if y'all learn to correspond with each other, get on the same path, you know what I'm saying, help each other reach their full potential, then we'll be good. But like you said, having that temper and having that attitude all the time, it's easy to do that, but sometimes you do need to challenge yourself and be like, if you really want this person, you'll figure it out. Yeah. I mean, if you don't want them,
don't even
I just hate when people say, oh, I love this person, but then y'all all the way in 2 separate, like, that's just crazy to me. I mean, of course you have love for people, do not get me wrong, but if I'm in love with somebody, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna make it work. So.
Right. I'm sorry, I got to get my phone. This motherfucker been going off.
No, you're good.
I need to make sure it's not these people calling me for my stuff.
Right.
Everything. What can we get you for tonight? Ooh, it's almost 7, girl. Hold on. Gorilla. Girl, they just been texting me.
Dang.
Okay, wrong number, I guess. Girl, so many people just texting me right now, girl. I don't know what to do. The only person I'm worried about is this person I want to drop off my medication, okay? Listen.
Right.
I'm talking to queens. I'm talking to women that hold their self accountable and hold their self to a higher standard than the average motherfucker is still hooked on phonics. We're not talking to you guys. We're talking to real ass women, okay?
Right.
Who got their own money, their own situation, and a future ahead of them. Okay, we're talking to y'all. So I just feel like if you're that type of person, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Alleviate the problem because it's going to become a bigger problem. And don't tell your daddy or your family anything either, because guess what? Then your daddy's going to hate them, and you still want to be with him. So now, guess what? Your daddy's not coming to your wedding because you done told him about the nigga, and now he hates him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking like this because I'm coming from experience. I'm not talking from me just talking just to be talking. Now I've been through a lot of shit with my current man relationship, and so it's kind of like it's a he did. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. We broke up, okay, and I didn't think we were gonna get back together because of how we broke up, what happened in the middle of it. It was horrible. When I say it was horrible, it was horrible, okay? There was nothing cute or pretty about that goddamn breakup situation at all. So I feel like if we got through this, okay? And mind you, like I said, he's still in prison. If we got through this, I feel like anybody can get through a silly situation because we went through serious shit. So I feel like pettiness, just stop with the pettiness in relationship. Just stop, please. Just stop, because you the way you love somebody could not heal them, but bring out something else in them somebody else cannot bring out in them, and you have to find that. And if you feel like you can't find that out of that person, move on and keep going until you find that person that you're spiritually connected with, because this is all spiritual at the end of the day. If you're with somebody and he cannot, if you only get aroused by him having sexual encounters with